Joker, Scarecrow, Two-Face. Each has their own private madness that drives them. Each has an unpredictable, violent nature which makes them dangerous. But facing them does not disturb me the way the Hatter does. Today we're going to find out why the Mad Hatter disturbs Batman more than his other villains as we review Batman, Legends of the Dark Knight, Halloween Special number 2. Each day I'm learning new ways to make these scripts better for you guys, so I hope you enjoy this video. In the shadowy heart of Gotham City, All Hallows' Eve casts its sinister spell once more. The city's Dark Knight, a brooding guardian of the night, is summoned to a chilling rendezvous with terror. His adversary? None other than the warped genius known as the Mad Hatter. A teenager, Barbara Gordon finds herself caught in this malevolent dance. Recently relocated to Gotham under the watchful eye of her uncle and now adopted father, Police Captain Jim Gordon, the veil of innocence is torn asunder by a Halloween night quarrel. In her desperation, Barbara flees, unknowingly plunging headlong into the sinister grip of the Mad Hatter. This unhinged villain, amongst the darkest in Batman's rogues gallery, weaves a tapestry of nightmares, blurring the line between reality and madness. For the Dark Knight, it's not just another battle. It's a harrowing journey through the depths of his own tormented psyche. Jim Gordon, a beacon of order in this chaos, clings to the hope that Batman can rescue his niece from the clutches of the Mad Hatter. But as the past and present converge in a relentless maelstrom, the price of salvation may prove unbearably high for Barbara. In the heart of this malevolent Gotham, where fear and human drama intertwine, an epic battle unfolds, testing the limits of sanity and courage. If you're enjoying this video, please do me a quick favor and hit the like button. It's easy for you and it helps me and the channel out a lot. In this here video, we're gonna peel back the layers, dig into the darkness, and uncover just why the Mad Hatter gets under Batman's skin. We're gonna trace those murky footsteps through the labyrinth of his mind and find the very nerve that struck. But there's more to it, folks. We'll reveal that personal thread that ties the Dark Knight to the memory of his mother, a memory now tainted by the Hatter's devilry. In the year 1994, when shadows stretched long and eerie, a comic book emerged from the darkness. It was the second installment of the Batman, the Legends of the Dark Knight Halloween Special, a sequel to its predecessor, a fan favorite. Written by the masterful duo of Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, they dared to unlock the depths of madness. Now, let's dive back into the twisted tale. Our story unfurls with Barbara Gordon, an unsuspecting teenager on a train, setting forth to reunite with her uncle. A mundane trip, one might think, but in the underbelly of Gotham, even a simple train ride can take a treacherous turn. Jim Gordon, the city's dedicated police captain, watches over Barbara with a discerning eye. Questions gnaw at his soul, questions that resonate through the very core of Gotham's brooding heart. Why did he, a guardian of the law in this city of shadows, choose to adopt his niece? A city fraught with danger, where the moonlight weaves a web of intrigue and terror. As they walked away, conversation in the air heavy with unspoken worries. The fates conspired in the Gotham night. Out of the ink-black sky, both the Mad Hatter and Batman crashed down onto the train. Their sudden descent ripped through the fabric of normality. Batman, his voice as rugged as the city streets he prowls, laments the Mad Hatter's peculiar brand of madness. It gnaws at him deeper than the rest of the rogues, for it threatens to defile a cherished memory from his own past, the tale of Alice in Wonderland. The Mad Hatter, like a creature unleashed from the darkest corners of the human psyche, scurries away, leaving the Dark Knight no choice but to pursue as Batman tries to discover what Hatter has done with the missing children in Gotham. Through the chaos of their chase, the city's nocturnal pulse quickens. Their chase reaches a climactic crescendo as they crash through a building, emerging into a nightmarish landscape. A giant playing card, the Queen's visage, eerily framed, looms before them, an omen of impending doom. In the ensuing melee, the Mad Hatter, driven by a madness all his own, delivers a vicious blow to the caped crusader. A machete, cold as death, pierces Batman's shoulder, followed by the sickening report of a gunshot. Batman tumbles, landing on a pile of playing cards, his destiny hanging by a thread. The Mad Hatter, seizing the opportunity, slithers away into the night, leaving behind a wounded, broken protector of Gotham. If you enjoy Batman news and reviews, then be sure to hit that Batscribe button on the bottom right-hand corner of the video. I post new videos every day and can only continue to do this with your support. Back in the Gordon household, a different kind of storm brews. Barbara and Commissioner Gordon confront each other in a bitter argument, their voices clashing like the thunder on a stormy night over Barbara wanting to go out alone on Halloween night. Their heated exchange reaches a crescendo, the sting of Jim's words lingering in the air like the smell of gunpowder. "As long as you live in this house, you will live by my rules," he declares, the weight of authority heavier than any Gotham night fog. For Barbara, the pain cuts deeper than words alone. She wrestles with the identity of her guardian, questioning if she should even call Jim her uncle or if he's something more. But in the shadows of this family turmoil, secrets and darkness grow, like a storm waiting to unleash its fury. As the night spirals deeper into its wicked embrace, the Batman's world becomes a fractured dream. Bleeding from his wounds, he's drawn back to a time when the innocence of childhood offered refuge. His consciousness drifts, and memories emerge like phantoms in the night. In the tender glow of a mother's love, the young Bruce Wayne once listened to the gentle cadence of his mother's voice. She read to him from the pages of Alice in Wonderland, painting an enchanted world of wonder, far removed from the shadows that would later consume him. Elsewhere in Gotham's labyrinthine mysteries, Commissioner Gordon discovers the truth. Barbara, his ward, has defied his authority. She has slipped away into the inky unknown of Halloween night. But Barbara's destiny takes a sinister twist. She awakens within a macabre reenactment of the infamous Tea Party from Alice in Wonderland. Her fellow captives, like pawns on a demented chessboard, are forced to assume the roles of characters from that unholy tale. In the depths of despair, hope flickers in Gotham's darkest corners. The Batman, wounded and nearly broken, is discovered by an old friend, Dr. Leslie Tompkins. She had been there to offer solace when his world shattered after the murder of his parents. Back on the streets of Gotham, Captain Gordon's resolve intensifies. His search for Barbara leads him to a grim revelation, the location of the Mad Hatter's lair. With his men primed and ready, they prepare for the final showdown. But the Batman, a shadowy figure of justice, stands between vengeance and redemption. With a whispered command, he advises Gordon to wait, to bide his time. And then, like a storm unleashed, the Batman penetrates the inner sanctum of the Mad Hatter. A violent clash ensues, the very air electric with tension. The Mad Hatter, driven to madness by his own deranged dreams, takes Barbara hostage. A deadly dance of survival and sanity plays out in the dark corners of this unholy wonderland. A father's fury becomes the catalyst for chaos. Jim Gordon bursts through a window, saving his daughter and causing the Mad Hatter to flee. He flees into a chamber with a grotesque, distorting mirror. The Batman, with an iron will, shatters that mirror with the Madman's head and brings the Hatter to his knees in defeat. Yet the darkness of this night has a legacy to bear. The police are left to grapple with a conundrum: the lost children taken by the Mad Hatter. In a grim twist of fate, the Batman suggests an old friend, Dr. Leslie Tompkins, to aid in their recovery. And in the heart of the storm, a poignant moment emerges. Barbara, calling Jim Daddy, yearns for home. The family, forged in the crucible of this night, seeks solace. As the night wanes, a lone figure finds refuge in the shadows. The Batman, resolute and unbroken, seeks comfort in the pages of Alice in Wonderland. It's a ritual, a connection to his past, a balm for his wounded soul. With such an intimate story told, is there any way we could someday see this in a Batman film? Well, that's what we're going to discuss next. As the final pages of this chilling tale turn, it's worth noting that this issue has found a second life, preserved in the annals of Batman's history. You can rediscover it within the haunting collection of Batman Haunted Night and its grand compendium, Absolute Batman Haunted Night. This, dear viewers, marks the second installment in the trilogy masterfully crafted by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. If you missed part 1, you can find my review in a previous video. As we descend into the closing shadows, it's hard to deny the uniqueness of this story. This may well be the most memorable Mad Hatter tale ever told, a journey into madness and nostalgia where the lines between the two blur like the Gotham fog. And now, let me pose a question to you, my fellow Gotham enthusiasts. Could elements of this very story serve as a haunting subplot in the next Batman film? The Mad Hatter's kidnapping of Captain Gordon's daughter, Bruce Wayne's intimate memories of his mother. It's a tale waiting to be unveiled on the big screen. But as the night recedes, it's your voices I wish to hear. In the comments below, share your favorite Mad Hatter stories. From comics, animated movies, or cartoons. Let me know which renditions of madness have left an indelible mark on your mind. Stay vigilant, stay curious, and always keep one eye on the shadows. Until next time, detectives.